You finally get a moment to yourself, but the second you walk away, your baby starts screaming like the world is ending. Sound familiar? That's separation anxiety, and it's completely normal. In this video, we're going to unravel the mystery of separation anxiety and learn what you can do to help your little one and yourself through it. Let's step into your baby's world for a moment. Imagine thinking that something disappears the instant it leaves your sight. That's the reality for babies before they develop object permanence, the understanding that things continue to exist even when they can't be seen. For a young baby, you walking away is like vanishing into thin air. It's no wonder they cry. They think you're gone forever. By the time they're toddling around, they usually understand that you're coming back. But here's the thing. Understanding and accepting are two different things. Their little brains crave your presence. You are their rock, their safe haven, their everything. So even though they know you'll return, the waiting is agony. It's like asking them to be patient for their favorite toy to be delivered next month. It shows your child is forming a strong, secure attachment to you. So, how can you tell if your little one is experiencing separation anxiety? It's a common concern for many parents. Well, it's usually pretty clear. They turn into tiny drama kings and queens the second you attempt an escape. The intensity of their reaction can be quite surprising. The most obvious sign? Crying. And not just a little whimper. We're talking full-blown, tearful wails that could rival an opera singer. It's heart-wrenching to witness. This usually starts the moment you're out of sight, or even when they just anticipate you leaving. Then there's the clinging. They'll latch onto you like a little koala bear, refusing to let go. It's their way of saying, "Don't leave me." Sleep troubles can also be a sign. Even if your baby used to sleep through the night, they might start waking up more frequently or having trouble settling down. This can be exhausting for both baby and parents. Dropping them off at daycare or with a babysitter can turn into a battle of wills, complete with screaming, crying, and maybe even some foot stomping. It's a challenging phase. Remember, separation anxiety usually peaks between 8 and 18 months of age. Understanding these signs can help you navigate this difficult period. Now that we understand why separation anxiety happens, let's talk about how to help your little one cope with it effectively. The key is to build their confidence gradually, like a tiny emotional weightlifter adding more weight to the bar over time. This process requires patience and consistency. Start with short, sweet separations. These brief moments apart can help your baby get used to the idea of you not being around all the time. Leave the room for just a minute or two at first, then come back before they even have a chance to work themselves into a frenzy. This reassures them that you will always return. Each time you return, you're reinforcing the idea that you always come back. This builds a sense of security and trust in your baby. As your baby gets used to these mini separations, you can gradually increase the duration. Slowly extend the time you are away, always ensuring they feel safe. Think of it like a game of hide and seek. This playful approach can make the process fun and less stressful for your baby. Peek your head out from behind a blanket, then reappear with a big smile and a peekaboo. "I'm back." This game reinforces the idea that you will always return. Once they're comfortable with you being out of sight for a few minutes, you can start leaving them with another caregiver for short periods. This helps them adapt to being with others. Choose someone your baby knows and trusts, like a grandparent or a close friend. This ensures they feel secure and loved even in your absence. Okay, so you've practiced short separations and you're ready for the real deal, leaving your little one with a caregiver for an extended period. This is where the art of the quick goodbye comes in. Think of it like ripping off a Band-Aid. The faster you do it, the less it hurts. Lingering at the door, giving endless hugs and reassuring them over and over again that you'll be back will only prolong the agony for both of you. Instead, make your goodbyes short, sweet, and confident. Give them a big hug and a kiss. Tell them you love them and that you'll be back soon, and then walk out the door. Don't sneak away or try to avoid the goodbye altogether. That will only make them more anxious next time. Remember, you're not being cruel by leaving. You're teaching your child valuable life skills. We all crave routines and rituals, especially during times of stress or uncertainty. These routines provide a sense of stability and normalcy that can be incredibly comforting. And guess what? So do babies. They thrive on predictability and knowing what comes next. Establishing a consistent goodbye ritual can work wonders in easing separation anxiety. It helps them understand that goodbyes are temporary and that you will always come back. Think of it like a secret handshake or a special song you share, something that signals the start of your time apart and provides a sense of comfort and predictability. These small gestures can have a big impact. A simple wave from the window, a special stuffed animal they get to hold while you're gone, something that reminds them of you, or even just a silly phrase you say every time you leave can make a world of difference. These rituals become a part of their daily routine. The key is to be consistent. Consistency helps build trust and understanding. Do the same ritual every time you leave, whether you're just going to the next room or dropping them off at daycare. This repetition reinforces the idea that you will return. This will help your little one anticipate what's coming and feel more secure about the separation. They will learn to trust the process. By creating a consistent goodbye ritual, you're giving them a sense of security and helping them feel more confident about being away from you. This confidence will grow over time, making separations easier for both of you. Separation anxiety can be tough, but remember, this is a phase, not a permanent problem. Your child is learning and growing, and that includes developing emotional security. One day, you'll be the one asking for a hug, as your child runs off to play with their friends, not giving you a second thought.